got the best of the dispatch as they move down the main straight. As we go green in the late model main event for XLI. Back in second place is Brent Vosbergen. Third place is Rod Massara. And the challengers coming from Joe Chalmers on the outside. The green and grey car in the middle. It's the 51 of Jamie Oldfield. Underneath of him goes David Nylander and Jason Oldfield in that group as well. A bunch of late models moving out of turn 1 and 2 and down the back straight, but sneaking away. Last night's winner, boxing night's winner, Warren Oldfield, leads by about 10 car lengths.
He does, and he's just got a better car, hasn't he? Superior speed, and he's circulating at about 0.3, 0.4 of a second as the lights come on.
Yeah, Jay Carney's spun himself out down here.
Wow, he's perfectly positioned behind my post. Just sit behind where I am.
You can't see him.
No. So completely flat facing in the wrong direction and obscured by one of the magnificent speaker boxes that we have that tell you, the crowd, what's going on. You could probably see him. I couldn't.
So you couldn't tell them?
No. Well, we have told him now. So, Cardi, who was he, middle of the pack, now finds himself right at the rear of a 20-car field. Veronica McCann
starting out at 15.
Lost 5 spots. So Oldfield Vosbergen certainly got the ability, as does Joey Chalmers. You don't have Australia 1 on the side of your car without having the ability. And any of the other Oldfields in the field, Jason's in 11, Brad Blake, always tough to toss. Brad Smith, well credentialed in the 6 car. They shape up. Still sorting the order out. I think one more lap and we will send them on their way, with Warren Oldfield winning on Boxing Day. It's his chance to go back to back.
Already got 3 feature race wins actually to his name this season. One on Powerpalooza night, one the John Day Classic, and on Boxing Day.
So here we go.
He's been on the podium nearly every night.
Okay, so 2 laps of 30 have been completed, 28 to go as we hear the cars rumble past us here in the main straight. And into TD Granny Flats, turn number 1. Oh, no, they won't. I thought they were going to get through turn 2, but there's a big pile up and 5 cars all got excited. And that turn number 2 has been where all the chaos has been throughout the course of the last 2 feature races tonight.
So Peter Walker, the 81, backs out.
Like Damien Hudson, he parked up at the scene of the crime a lap later to chat to the team, and there's too much bodywork damage to the right-hand side of his 80 entry. The whole right-hand side handler's practically hanging off, so I think he is going to park it on the back straight, the northbound. Is it the northbound Merger Freeway by the Speedway? It is, because it's the American way, actually. It's going the opposite to what we would normally see on the roads. So he's going to be out as well, unfortunately caught up in the pile-up here in turn 2.
Just watch out for Chase Rodman in the white van, because he has admitted on the wrong side a couple of times.
If you've been to America before, you've done it yourself as well. I drove a Chevy Volt down the wrong side of the road in California. That was terrifying.
Yes, I've been involved in that myself. 30th Street in Indianapolis. That's where it happened to me. Damien Hudson is listed as retired, has thought better of it, and is limping back out onto the racetrack. We're still under yellow in this XLI late model feature race. In a little bit second hand.
have sorted out again? Are we going to get past 2 laps? That is the question I've got to start asking myself, as Jason Crow's already let us know on night 1 that I was normally responsible for many crashes. Well, so far you would have to say that in this event that rings very true. Can they get around turn number 2? That's the big question. As we look back at the pack, it might well be the case, yes. We've been successful. 3 laps have been done, and leading his way is Warren Oldfield. Brent Fosbergen not too far away, close enough if good enough, and closing in also now is Jamie Oldfield as he goes up on the outside of Rod Massara. There's a race on there, and down they go into turn number 3, and Warren Oldfield, Jamie Oldfield got past and took that 3rd spot from Warren Oldfield, still leading the way.
And Warren Oldfield's gone off into the distance. Brent Fosbergen in 2nd, back to Jamie Oldfield, then Rod Massara. Here's our race leader as he comes out of number 1, turn number 4, completes lap number 5. 2nd place is up for dispute between Brent Fosbergen and Jamie Oldfield. They're running very close together. As we look further down at the back, from the drone cam, there's 4 of them locked together in the mid-pack as they run down the back straight. Joe Chalmers leading that group of cars. Jason Oldfield's there, David Nylander, and also Brad Blake as we complete 6.
Yeah, that's where the race is, isn't it? It's back behind our race leaders, and there's 5 cars now there pretty much together in behind the 4 and 51 that you can see on your screen at the moment. You've got the 21, and then you've got 5 cars that pretty much are coming around turn number 4 now here in the main straight. It's led up by Chalmers. You've got the 11 of Oldfield, the 0 of Blake, the 54 of Nylander, and Brendan Hunter is in there as well. So that's where all of the action is. Our race leader comes through to complete 8. He's well clear.
There's 2nd and 3rd from high above. The drone goes over us as well. 2nd and 3rd, the 4 and the 51 of Brent Fosbergen and Jamie Oldfield. As they run the back straight, 4th place is still Rod Massara. He's a long way behind what we've been watching. Warren Oldfield comes through and completes another lap right in front of the leader. We've got a spin, and we've gone yellow. And Damien Hudson in car number 80 brings on the cautions.
He's running 12th of 19.
This will bring the field back together once again. Warren Oldfield was out by 2.8 seconds. See it here, he spins, and it's in the middle of the racetrack. It starts rolling backwards. And he'll get a push away once again. 8 down, 22 to go. Start lap. Missing the background says, "Wake me up when it's all over." Our American audience are waking up. Maybe some of them may be going to bed now that the sprint cars are finished in the early hours of the morning. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage on Flow for the last couple of nights. We're about to go green again. Last race of the night at 4 minutes past 10 local time. The green lights are back on, and Warren Oldfield leads Brent Fosbergen around Coney. Down into turn number 1. Oh, they've got a multi-car pile up at the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars involved. The 04 of Greg Horan is involved. So too is the 7 of Sean Cubbage. 81 Peter Walker's in there. So too is Peter Seaton. And Chris Barrow in 39. Cars strewn all over the racetrack. In fact, the only way they can get across the racetrack would now be to go on the motorcycle track.
16th to 19th, pretty much engaged there, well, maybe except for Freddie Kinsella, because he was running 17th and he's sitting over there in the back straight. So the rest of them who are at the back end of the field have basically just all piled into each other. Here's a little bit of a look at, hopefully, a replay. can see it just unfolding right at the back, couple with nowhere to go.
This one will be a better angle. It's truth. Out on the inside, I think might have been Peter Seaton. Went up and over the curb, and cars have just ploughed on in. Gonna have to lift one of them up, I think, because I think Peter Walker's sitting on top of Sean Cubbage at the moment. Here comes our friend. Needless to say, the green tractor has been busy. Looking from high above of a mess in this late model feature race. Peter Seaton is able to reverse himself back, so we might be down to 3 cars that need to be untangled. So Seaton's able to drive his car away. Of course, don't forget, tomorrow night is the money night here at the Motorplex.
They're remarkably resilient, these cars. I mean, they've all been just mollycoddled together and pulled apart, and whilst they've done some panel damage, it looks like that structurally, well, certainly the 3 that have just rolled into the bike track, looks like that they're going to be A-OK. There's some officials just manoeuvring some of the panels away from the tyres so that they don't cut the tyres down. But 3 of the 4 look like they are going to rejoin the race back of the rear of the field where they were anyway. So they haven't really lost too many spots. They'll all go back into the spots they pretty much were. And even the 7 car, who was the last of the quartet, in Sean Cubbage, looks like that as he gives the front end a little bit of a twist and a turn, looks like he may well also be A-OK. A little bit of panel work being done. Just being...
So out of all that, Carl, they're all going to restart.
They're all going to restart. It's a set chase. It was amazing. Anyway.
Yeah, tomorrow night is obviously the money night. Joining the program tomorrow night will be the Flying Formula 500s. We've got the City of Kwinana Monster Fireworks display. And if you haven't seen a fireworks display here at the Motorplex, you know you're in for a ripper because they're absolutely brilliant here. Now, we've got a little bit of drama, I think. The leader, the 15 of Warren Oldfield, oh no, he was just waiting for the field.
Pace you.
I thought there for a moment it wouldn't start.
No, just waiting for the pace you to roll through to the front, and now he just sits himself back in his dominant position where he has been a shining light in the last couple of meetings.
How good the last 2 nights been, Carl? We've had, I would guesstimate, 15,000 people here for the first 2 nights to watch the Speedway. 2 laps from me. I'm struggling to get them through. It's normally you as we get around the cone. The back markers have got through safely this time. And our race leader is Warren Oldfield from the 4 of Brent Vosbergen. On the outside, the 51, Jamie Oldfield. And behind them, the 21 of Rod Massara. Down the main straight, Jamie Oldfield moves to 2nd. So the Oldfield brothers are now 1-2. Vosbergen comes back, that's Brent Vosbergen, and moves back to 2nd place. But Jamie Oldfield has more ideas and comes back around the outside. They'll be door handle to door handle after 10.
And Chalmers is also coming on, and Brad Blake also hanging duel with Chalmers right now. So they're in behind the 51 and 4 that you can see side by side as we see them all charging down the back straight. It's the trio that you'll see in the back part of that screen as we get the high shot, and we see them come into the main straight. So they're chasing Warren Oldfield. He's the leader of this race. He's out by 1.8 seconds. You can see the margin there. Jamie is 2nd, 3rd is Brent Vosbergen. In behind, you've got Rod Massara, who's trying to hold off off. Joey Chalmers and also Brad Blake and David Nyland has joined in as well. Look at this out of turn 4. 4 cars you can see her at the back there as they come through 12 laps down.
And the margin has gone from 1.8 to 1.5. He's certainly closing the gap, but there is a lap car now between first and second, and that is Chris Barrow in the 39. Jamie Oldfield will sneak around the outside. The margin's back to 1.7 at the moment. Or Freddie Kinsella further back. The field got sideways, the main body of the field. But our race leader is going beautifully. We've done 14. Warren Oldfield leads.
Well, lap traffic is certainly going to play a part, and there is a whole host of cars. There's about 8 of them that our race leader is going to be upon, I reckon, in the next lap as he comes here out of turn number 4. She's getting out awfully wide on turn number 4 is the 7 car of Sean Cummings. He looked like he was heading into us here in the commentary box there for a moment on lap number 15 for the race leaders. He's on 14. He's now being lapped. He's been lapped by race leader Warren Oldfield. Jamie's about to go to his outside and go past him as well. They have certainly shot away from Brent Volkswagen, but it's a racing 2 out in front.
Yeah, Sean Cummings had eyes like dinner plates because the wall was coming over a rate of knots a couple of laps back. Now, Warren Oldfield has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars ahead of him. He's going to have to negotiate. He's going to have to get off the curb to do so. And the 0-4 and 3-4 might help him sneak up the inside. But Jamie Oldfield is now 1.6 seconds behind. It's getting closer and closer because Warren Oldfield hasn't got past any of these cars. And now there's only 3 car lengths in it. Meanwhile, further back, Rod Massara and Brent Vosbergen's having a battle as well. And that is with Sean Cummings. He gets past him now, but our leaders have got 18 down. There's not much between them.
No, there's not much between them. There's only about 2 car lengths between them now, Jace, as they come in to slam turn number 4. They're almost coming together here in the main straight. Up on the outside they go of the 81 car, Peter Walker. He's running in 13th place. So our race leaders lapping cars in 13th and 14th place. They've got right away from Brent Volkswagen. He's still third with 3.9 seconds behind. Then Rod Massara, he's 9 seconds behind. So it is which Oldfield? That is basically the questions they go through to complete 20.
Well, the only one we know it won't be is Jason because he's on the infield. He retired on lap number 13. There's 3 car lengths between first and second as they run down the Triple M back straight. 21 laps down this time around. There'll be 9 laps to go. And they're slowly but surely getting through the traffic. This time they get around Brendan Hucker, who's in 11th place. So Hucker is now a lap car between Warren Oldfield and Jamie Oldfield, but the margin is still only 4 car lengths. As they run down the Triple M back straight once again, out of turn number 4. Oldfield, that's Jamie, gets around Hucker and continues the charge out after Warren. We've got 8 to go.
So 8 to go, and at 22 laps, Warren Oldfield is lead 4 with Jamie, the brother, just trying to close the margin, which is again opened up just a little bit with some clear racing room out in front. In front of them is Jay Carty. He's running in 10th place. So the way they're going, they could be lapping the cars that are inside the top 10 before the end of this race. We still have 7 laps to go. Make that 6.5 as the race leaders head down the back straight. Brent Volkswagen has picked up a little bit of ground. He's now only 6 seconds behind. He was out to 9 at one point. Rod Massara still running 4.
So we've got 6 laps to go in this main event for XLR late models, and the margin is still 3 car lengths. Jay Carney will be the next car they've got to negotiate. And will Jamie Oldfield go the big move on the outside while Warren is stuck behind him? 5 laps to go. This is the battle for the lead. Down the main straight. Into Granny Flats and Modular Homes turn. The margin's still the same. He's looking to the outside, can't get it done. He's now committed to the outside of Jay Carney. Jamie Oldfield is there as well. 4 laps to go and the margin is still 3 car lengths.
And Jay Carney is all of a sudden testing it out. Now, it's been a great duel back in the pack. Have a look at this group of cars coming out of Schlam, turn number 3. The 4 cars almost going to be 4 wide here, coming out of Mobile 1 into the main straight. You've got the 21 of Massara. You've got Chalmers, Holmes and Blake all joined together. And look at Speaker being joined together on lap 28 as they go through. It's almost side-by-side action for our two race leaders. Warren Oldfield, Janie Oldfield. It's still Warren just holding on. 1 car length between them. Couple of lap cars just ahead of them. They're inside the top 10 when they're lapping those cars because it's Luke Halliday is the one about to be challenged here with Nylander just being passed.
Oh, and we got to spin. We got to spin, and it's Sean Cubbage in the 7. And we're in for a grandstand finish. We may still get it, but Sean Cubbage
probably
spins.
just ruined it really because it just makes it that little bit more difficult because I mean that race was just emerging and evolving and there was a great bit of action happening between Chalmers, Massara, Holmes and Blake. I mean they were toiling away back behind our race leaders. Brent Vosberg had been able to work his way clearly into 3rd place, so it's now a challenge, going to be a massive challenge with only 3 laps left for Jamie to actually get past Warren when he had all the momentum.
And no lap traffic.
No.
Ready to go, Warren from Jamie, then Brent Vosberg and Joe Chalmers. Joe Chalmers was in 4th place, 14 seconds behind the race leader. Rod Massara, then Michael Holmes, Brad Blake, Luke Halliday, David Nylander. They're the only 9 on the lead lap. Jay Carney's a lap down. Coney comes out, hopefully for the last time tonight. On a Sunday night, we've got a Monday night finale tomorrow night. Formula 500s. Join the sprint cars for $100,000 in the very first High Limit International.
So, 1 from me, and then Jace to hopefully bring them home. 27 laps of 30 complete. Warren Oldfield. And we've got a big pile up, only 2 in the end. Nylander threw it sideways, so did Jay Carty to avoid doing damage. I don't think they made it.
On the loose. There's a complete wheel on the loose.
Yeah, so whose wheel is that?
Oh no! It's about to hit the can
I
end.
think it's Michael Holmes. I think it could be Michael Holmes, actually.
It's a comedy of errors tonight for the late models. And I know so many of the crew within the field of late model drivers
Hang on.
will be not happy
Hang
with
on,
this.
the 15's coming infield.
Not sure what Warren Oldfield is doing unless they've declared.
Well, if they have declared it, they haven't told us. But maybe they have. Maybe they've seen enough, no?
He's just doing a pass through.
Yeah,
He's just taking a look.
he'd done enough laps. He was coming in for the checkered flag.
At least someone filled hidden on the notification, so he didn't park it and ended up losing the race. Man, oh man, just a couple of laps left to go, but we're going to pick up Michael Holmes here from Mobil 1 Turn 4 yet. Sans 1 wheel. Not fun.
No, so this race has been plagued by incidents.
Well, we've had both of our feature races last night, nice and clean. Lost a couple, but for the most part it was pretty clean action. Tonight, a very different story.
I'm surprised you haven't started on the moon phases yet, Carlos. It's been a weird night at the racetrack.
Yeah, but it's a dark sky. It's a new moon phase, which is coming out the back of that. Good fishing, I must say, when you've got a new moon. But it's certainly not something that I'm going to blame for what's unfolded here tonight.
Chris Barrow has gone infield in the 39. He's going to retire. So to Michael Holmes in the 91. Of course, the Australian Late Model Championship coming up here in February. What's the battery charge like on Coney, Chris? He's been out there a lot.
He's on his second battery of the night. I think all of our escapades earlier in the evening brought down battery number 1, and I wasn't sure how much we had left. It's good. We have 2 batteries for a reason.
Well, Coney is in need of some panel work as well because he's been upside down a couple of times tonight, Chris.
I don't have a spare body either, so if he gets cleaned up again, we're done for.
All right, well, let's hope that doesn't happen.
Because merchandise sales are at an all-time high.
Yeah, get your Coney t-shirts. You've still got time.
I believe he's going to have his own Facebook page.
Well,
there's where the wheel used to be.
It looks like there's potentially a wheel space that might have packed through the studs there and sent the left free careening away from the vehicle, which is never an ideal situation when you need 4 wheels to go racing.
so Michael Holmes has retired, and I may well be retiring too if we can't get a lap done here. So, lap 28, hopefully, about to get going. And we've got that part right. We have the right underway, and they all get around the first corner, okay. They all get around the second quarter for the He's been mounted, completely ridden in the middle of the corner. He's gone over the top of him, and he's still sitting on top. Oh my goodness me, Janet is turning around. She's had enough. Janet Day I'm talking about. She's one of the greatest racing fans of all time. The Day family are staring at me. I don't know if they're laughing, but I'll tell you what, the 81 car there of Peter Walker has got the ride of his life.
Yes. It's a replay. You gotta laugh. Yes, we have a look at this. Oh, up and over she goes. Oh my goodness.
I've got a giggle as well because Logan Hare driving our Landini tractor didn't even get back to his parking position on the infield. He just jammed in reverse and kept on backing all the way down the bush chute, the Merger Freeway by the Speedway to go and collect his next customer. He's starting to rack a few of them up here in our late models feature race. But man, oh man, starting to drag on a little bit out here for the late models. Big night coming at us tomorrow, night 3 of the High Limit International, the richest race in Australian Speedway history. $100,000 to win. It's never been done before in the history of Speedway here in Australia. It's finally going to happen tomorrow night. Monday night racing here at the Motorplex. You've got to get your tickets. You've got to be here. And if you can't, you can always watch it on Flow.
Yeah, motorplex.com.au to get those tickets. A total of $212,000 we're going to give away tomorrow night. We've already given away $37,750 in the 2 nights from tonight and last night. So in the end, it is a magnificent prize purse as we are still trying to extract these 2 cars off each other. Peter Seaton is the one that decided to make its attraction towards Peter Walker's car.
I actually think the fans here that are left deserve a round of applause. I think they're waiting to see if this race actually comes to a natural conclusion.
Oh, the fans are calling for a red light. Anyone else like a red light? God, there's a few thumbs up and a few hands up. The gold area there, but there's phones. Just a fuel stop. Oh, they need a fuel stop as well. All right. Well,
we promise that there will be an end.
no, we're not near curfew. We've got plenty of
Yeah,
time.
we've got
We got half an hour to go,
Can you believe
Jace.
Peter Walker's driving away? And so too is Peter Seaton.
You got to
Look at the state of
remember.
it.
You got to remember, we just started late, so we're just giving the fans value for
Peter Walker
money.
hasn't got a straight panel on it. Look at this side of the car.
So they're so resilient. That's why I love them. He's going to be back in there. I mean, he's had the most excitement of the night, and now he's going to get a few panels pulled off the wheels, and he'll be out there again.
Peter Seaton doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Just amazing.
I don't think we're going to bother straightening that out, boys.
No, it looks like it's fine.
I don't think it's going to buff out.
No, there's a bit of discussion taking place. Has he spun out twice already, though? Who's caused all the problems tonight? Because there's been a few repeat offenders. Time to send a few off. The fouls.
So just remember this.
I've retired, by the way. I am OUT, gone, finished and done. It's over to you, Jason Crow. You've got 3 laps. Good night.
Bye, Carl. Here we go, the restart. Carl's given up, everybody. 3 laps to go. Stand by for the restart. Warren Oldfield leads from Jamie Oldfield. I think they've safely got out of turn 4. They've safely got past Cody, and they're down into turn number 1. And our race leader is Warren Oldfield, Jamie Oldfield, Brent Vosbergen. Then there's a gap into Joe Chalmers, and Rod Massara's on the outside. They come out of Mobile 1. Big round of applause. They've got past lap number 28. We've got 2 laps to go. Down into turn number 1. Warren Oldfield just in front. Jamie Oldfield is there. Warren Oldfield's run wide. Jamie Oldfield's hit the front. Warren Oldfield might be out of fuel. He's going back through the field. He's not winning tonight. Out of turn 4. The white lights come on. We're on the last lap. Brent Vosbergen, Joe Chalmers, back then to the 21 of Rod Massara, then the 0 of Brad Blake. Warren Oldfield is going to finish probably 3rd or 2nd last. But ladies and gentlemen, after a long, long time, this one is over. And the 51 of Jamie Oldfield takes the win. Vosbergen is 2nd. Joe Chalmers is 3rd. Rod Massara, then Brad Blake. David Nylander is next. Luke Halliday, Warren Oldfield. The horns are going off left, right and centre here. Celebrations in the crowd. They've seen enough. Jamie Oldfield takes the win. Brent Vosbergen and Joe Chalmers are your top 3 in a very long-winded, very incident-packed XLI late model race, which saw Michael Holmes, Jay Carty, Chris Barrow, Jason Oldfield, Damien Hudson and Brad Smith failed to finish, and there was carnage wherever you looked, but 3 cars have survived long enough. Jamie Oldfield in the 51 is one of those, and well, he has won a couple of events in his time. It's his 2nd feature race win of the season after he won at the Powerpalooza on opening night. So Jamie Oldfield wins tonight. He finished 3rd in the Ray Top Memorial, then he won the Powerpalooza, 4th the week after that in the Western Annapolis, 2nd in the Pro Dirt Series in Kalgoorlie, 4th at Esperance, 5th in the John Day Classic, and then 3rd on Boxing Night, and now wins his 2nd feature of the season by winning a very long-winded feature race here tonight at the Motorplex. If you stayed up on Flow, good morning to you. They're not always like that, but Jamie Oldfield is up on the roof, and the winner yet again here at the Motorplex. Australian title is a couple of months away, and Jamie will be one of those who will be a prominent contender, as will the other 2 that are on the podium, I must say, Brent Vosbergen and Joe Chalmers. Well, Chris, we finally got there, and I've never seen so much excitement in the crowd for a feature race result. Let's go down to you for the presentation.
Sometimes it's good just to see the checkered flag. Your late models brought to you by Scarterfield Smash Repairs here for the Pro Dirt Series and Late Model Racing WA. On night 2 of the High Limit International, in 3rd place, put your hands together for the Australia 1, Smokin' Joe Chalmers. Joe, a hard-fought one, mate. You were trying to get to the top of the box for Kylie's birthday yesterday, but 3rd is still there.
No, I'm very happy with that. You know, I sort of bided my time a bit too early there. I think it was a bit too long, I should say. And, but we had an awesome car there. It's just a shame rubbing up on one line there. But look,
yes,
yeah,
mate.
Thanks to the whole team, you guys. So busted the backsides, give us a badass car in the crowd. No, that was awesome tonight and Flow here in the High Limit Racing deal, and to be a part of all that's a great experience.
Yes, mate.
Plenty of love for your fans and supporters and sponsors that exist out in the States getting to watch all this action.
Yeah, no, massive thanks to Jeff. He's over in Sydney at the moment. Massive thanks to him, Roth Cattle, you know, PWL Canopies, Cutting Edge Renovations, Shift Realty, you know, TVR, Valvoline. You know, you guys bust your backsides off, and we've got a badass race car, and hopefully we can do it better on the next time.
Enjoy this one, mate, to the number 3 spot. Moving on to 2nd place, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brent Vosbergen. Brent, you're in the hunt all race long, and it just was stop, start, stop, start. Does that really ruin your momentum?
Yeah, mate. Look, we didn't have anything for the Oldfield boys tonight, but big shout out to my team. You know, they put a huge effort in there every week. So thanks to them guys, my wife, my mum, my sister, everyone's here, my grandparents, everyone comes down and supports me. So big thanks to them guys. Can't do it without Matt from RSS Labour Hire, Tim Senna, Mandra, Price Earth Moving, GTS, Small Water Estate, DMB Fluid Tech. Just a good bunch of people we've got behind us at the moment. Homes by Roth. Yeah, we'll be back again in a few weeks' time, I guess, and try again. We'll just have to tune her up and be a bit quicker, I guess, to keep up with them.
Best of luck, mate. Enjoy this onto the number 2 step of the podium tonight. And now your winner here for the Scarterfield Smash Repairs late models, the 51 of Jamie Oldfield. Jamie, that was tough. It took was to blow up for you to get by him, but you managed to park it on the top of the box.
I was going to smoke him anyway. No, I had a look. I could see his tyres. He was struggling a bit, and I had a couple of cracks around the outside. Every time I got close to him, we had a restart, and it stuffed me up. But no, it was good. We had a car that was absolutely junky in the second race, and we changed all 4 corners. And maybe old and or maybe fat, but it's good to be at the front for a change. But no, look, I just really got to appreciate all our sponsors: Scarterfield Smash Repairs, Bull Shop Group, Comex Civil, Oldfield Settlement Hire, Full Ball Race Gear, MHR, everybody who helps out our race team. I really appreciate it, and all the guys in the pits. We've had a big crew over the last 2 nights, and I really appreciate your help. And yeah, cheers. Hopefully we'll see you all here next time.
Enjoy it, mate, to the top step of the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, your podium here for the Scarterfield Smash Repairs late models here on night 2 of the High Limit International. Jamie Oldfield, your winner.
Thanks to Chris and Tony downstairs as we wrap up the night. Jamie Oldfield wins the last one from Brent Vosbergen and Joe Chalmers in the late models. And congratulations to James McFadden on going back-to-back in the High Limit International night 1 and night 2. That takes us out. We'll be back again tomorrow night for a blockbuster. Night number 3. Someone is going home as the richest driver ever in Australian Speedway history with $100,000. We'll see you tomorrow from the Perth Motorplex.